Welcome to Figuring This Poop Out. Your host, Payne, from the Painful Budgeter. All right, I was just going through making my list of stuff to get my money for, and I figured I might as well make a video out of it so you can kind of see my method of my madness over here. This is my beautiful little monthly calendar. Got it over at the Ross for like $7, and so I just, I have a crafting issue, so I just crafted all kinds of pretty little stuff, and the stuff keeps coming off, but it works. And it, this actually had like some sort of Bible verse, but it wasn't quite going with the motif. And since it had lots of flowers and stuff, and spring's just around the corner, I did some sunflowers and butterflies, and not much into pastel and pink stuff, but it works out really nicely. And when I first started, before I even started doing YouTube and stuff, when I was just trying to figure out where my issues were, I'd go back and write down all my stuff that's direct withdrawal coming out of my account, what I was spending, how much I was spending, and I realized I was doing a lot of. This is like from one card I use was my Comdata card, which is my company card. They put like my paycheck on it, and then out of that, the next following Monday, I get a certain amount that goes into my Mountain America. So I'll get like 200 plus a 20% that goes onto one card, and then the following week, they put the rest of the paycheck into my normal account. And so I'll make, well, I have money on my one card, so I'll use this one and not touch my other card because this is my fun money card. And then when I realized I was doing too much, I'd start using the other card, and then I'd get all the gas and Target and T-Mobile, and this is like truck stop, lunch, random $75 just taking cash out so I wouldn't spend money. But yeah, then at the end of the month I'm still spending money using the other card. Amazon, Starbucks, Amazon, groceries. A little more groceries, 117, then Amazon, and then $202. I think that was for Dad. Paycheck. Just a lot of nickel and diming, and just not really paying attention to what I was doing. Starbucks. Amazon, eating out. Visa, Dad, Target, Starbucks. See the pattern? Just a lot of stuff. And so when I started writing everything, this is why it's all messy, because I was still in the process of figuring out how I want to set up my little thing. I'm going to upgrade to a happy planner and do all the stickers and all that fun stuff, but that's probably in a month in advance. I'm just trying to use this to figure out how I wanted everything set up and that type of stuff. But, cash for stuffing. This is when I first started stuffing, and I was doing still kind of a mix between stuffing and Amazon because I was still kind of paying for the stuff the week before. But that's when I just barely started literally using envelopes. And then, still, LensCraft, just because it's just like when I was doing it, then I had all these other, I had to get glasses and all this other stuff. When you're starting a new thing, you think you like use 1 step forward, 3 steps back type of stuff. But after about a month, it started to I was able to get a handle and know when everything's coming out, what I'm due in a month or two. I had to get my DOT for my trucking and all that type of stuff. And I went down and checked to see when my license would be doing, and making that down and start writing down insurance and just trying to get the idea of what I have in the future so I can try to get the majority of the money for it. So I would not using my cards as much. And, still having a little bit, audio and some Visa and Audible. That was one of my other ones that I used. I found out I was using a lot of was Audible. So I've been starting to re-listen to a lot of my old books and just getting the newer ones, usually when they're on discount or on sale. Then I'd add it, but I'd go through like the whole series before I'd get the next book. And I wasn't doing like $40 a week or every other day, seems like. And then just continue, and it's starting to figure out. And I'm going to do a recap on the end. Probably once I get all my stuffing done, I'll probably do an end of the month recap and see how much I've added to from like the envelopes from last month to this month type of thing. The way I'm not doing a complete zero is a $0 type of thing. I have in my main account, I have $1,000 for emergency funds, and then I have a 500 window for all this Audible and all the direct withdrawals and stuff. Normally, I don't need that 500. I'm usually good with about 200, but I like to have the extra cushion in case I have a little thing that I haven't quite planned for. I forgot that's like an annual type of thing because I know I have a couple of them coming up, and I forgot when it's due. So at least I have that little thing, and then by the end of the year, I'll probably do an adjustment and keep it down to like 1,300 or something like that. And then my other with my work visa or the ComData work, it's not really a visa, my work card, I usually keep about 300 as the buffer for, it's tiny, small emergency. After a while, once I get used and I know I'm not going to overdo it, then I'll probably bring it down to like just $100. But once it builds back up to 400, then then I'll bring it back down to 300. But normally I end up taking about 200 out of that card every week. And but I usually get 200 plus a little extra in there. So I leave that little extra in there. And once that little extra builds up to an extra $100, I use that into one of uh, my cash challenges and stuff. So I have a little extra 100, usually about once a month or once and a half. But that's the pretty much of the setup. And then I already have the 200 for my dad from the ComData card. And from what I went online and I seeded how much I got going into my card, which was 513. So I made sure that my card was up to about the 1,500 range, so I know I'd have that much in there. And then I take out whatever's left. That'd be my cash stuffing, and that's basically what I do. So I was taking out 360, and now I just need to figure out what. Let me double check, make sure this is still on because I have been having issues. It is still recording. Yes. Okay. Is my phone thing? Okay. All right. Both of them are recording. Oh, I wouldn't believe how many times I have redone so many things this last week. It's been wonderful learning experience and also frustrating. I'll just take this, and like I said, I already got Dad, and I'll be good on Starbucks for quite a bit because my birthday was this Sunday, and when my dad took me out to all the wonderful places in town, all the cemeteries. And, and my cousin saw me, and he went and got me a $50 Starbucks. My dad got me another $30 Starbucks. So I think I'm good on Starbucks for at least the next month or two or so, or well, maybe not a month, as long as I don't go stupid. And it's like, oh, I have the money in there. I can buy me an extra sandwich or I can give me a foo-foo drink this week instead. As long as I keep to my 3 or 4 a week, keep it to my $20 thing. Maybe once in a while, I'll get a little extra egg bite or something like that. I'll be good for the next month and a half. Okay, first thing first, I have a wedding coming up. So I need my cuz, and I'm gonna do $20. I already have. Try to do at least $20 a week, so that way when I come up, I already have 40 in there. Let's do another 20. I think he is getting married on the 15th. So I will do 20 for him. And car bill, I already have 100. I need to go pay off one of my visas. I'll do that when I go get my cash. So I always put 100 in there. So I'll just do Visa. And I usually do my Visa and my car in the same one. And every week I just put $100 in there. My car is about 250, so I usually put 300 on my car, and my Visa is I have about 350 left on it. So hopefully I'll get that paid off in the next month or two. I'm going to do 100 on that. And then groceries, I already used some of my money. I had some leftover money, and I used 40 of it, so I just need 20. I usually do, since I'm single, and we still have a whole lot of stuff left over in this house that I'm trying to clear. I do pantry challenges and stuff. I make sure I'm eating the stuff at home and not, going out and buying stuff I don't need. So gross, we'll be getting just 20. And I still have a little bit extra. I didn't need a whole lot this week. So hopefully, if whatever I have left over for my groceries, I usually put it into my spending, and that way it's like, or put it in my Costco, or because I'm doing up a Costco and Target thingy, so I'll probably end up putting it in there instead of my spending. Pets, I need vet. I'm going to be moving one of my vets into my sinking funds. I got some kitties. I need to get some, get them shots and get doused up in there. And I'm going to have to get some litter for the rabbit, and that's like $25. Freaking animals are expensive and pets. So vet I will do. What was on that? Vet is 160. I want to at least get 200 before I go and start calling. So I'll just do 20. And sometimes these change. Pet, I've got, I think I have 20 in there. I can't read my own chicken scratch. 21, so I will do, I'll do a tentative 20. I have 360 altogether. But I want to have a little bit left over so I can do a couple games. Gas, I had to get gas a couple times, and I repaid myself. I usually use a Visa, and then I'll take my gas money and move it into one of these like beauty or spending or maintenance or mountain country, and then I'll just not put money in that the next week because I've already put some in there. But I need to start rebuilding that again because I been doing lots of running around this last weekend, and I'll be bringing my car home again. Luckily, my car is a little shoebox of a car, and it only has like 10 gallons, and I don't really drive it that often because I drive it up to the terminal and leave it there for 2 or 3 weeks and then bring it back home. So I only have to fill it like maybe once a month. I'll just start with 10. Actually, I'm going to do 5. I can always add more if I need to. Beauty. I'll just do another 5. Oh, I got 13 in there, so I just got some nail stuff and then I never use it. I'm trying to get more partyized, but yeah, I hardly ever use it. Spending, I have used 40. I went over to Hobby Lobby with my girlfriend. We always go the end of the month. We do stuff. So, and okay, so I don't need to put anything in spending or spembing because I like to put that B backwards. So I'll put a 0. Mountain Country, I need to get them stuff next week, so I need to make sure I have at least $50 in there. Usually don't have to use that much. I have 20. So I will add a 20 into that one. That way next week I only have to add a 10, and I'll probably get them some. I got them pizza last month, so I'll probably get them some breakfast stuff this month over at the store. That way they can munch on it for a couple days. It says I have 30 in there. Do I have 30? Oh, I do have 30. Well, maybe I only will put 10 in there. Okay. That's even better. Maintenance. That's for coffee. I'm like going, it says I have 0 in here. It looks like I have some stuff in here. I have 10. I have 35 in there. So I will put at least 5. I don't have anything I have to do right now. Hopefully I'm going to get that built up pretty good. And eating out, we went out to dinner this last month, and I spent more than I had. And last week I had to skip a week of eating out because we spent 80 and I had like 40 in there. So this week I'll start building it up again. I'll put it probably at 10. So that's for the teal. Let me get my Big Bertha. I need ideas of how to bling this thing up. If you have any ideas, if I should do like some paint, or if I should do some like diamond dot types of stuff, let me know, because this is huge. I got this actually I got it free because I had a gift card at Love's for my birthday from my company, and this thing was discounted to like $14. I go, they'll give it to me for $5. She goes, let me double check. It's been done there for $5. So I have some free stuff. All right, let's see where I'm at. Okay, already paid Dad. Cash is 20, so 20. Hopefully this isn't going to shake everything. Plus 100. So if you're blind, get you one of these. 20, 20, 5, 10, 5. Hopefully I'm not skipping. 190 so far out of 360. So I still have 190. I have leftover. Well, I'll just go through there. Nope. Where's the clear? Clear? Okay. 360 minus 190. My numbers don't number, so I always make sure I use a calculator. My brain and my mouth don't communicate well either. So I'll think of a word and then I'll write something down as the wrong word or the wrong letter or the wrong thingy. So I have to double check, and trying to do it fast never helps. This is the money challenges. I don't want that yet. I have my to break the bunny. Oh, okay. I need the 100 envelope. I want to put at least. I'd like to put 50. That's a tentative 50, which would be, whatever. And then the fill the jar. Break the bunny. And what else do I have? Let me go to double check really quick. Let me pause this. That way I can double check. 16 minutes. Okay. I am back. I think I got the right numbers. Okay, the break the bunny is I went from 235 point something other to 233 something another. So that's 2 pounds. That's 2 pounds, which is $10. And I also have the every 50 pounds, I put an extra, well, the first 50 pounds, I'll put $50, an extra $50 in. 100 pounds down, I'll put $100 in, and so on. And I have 20 in here. And that's since I'm that close, because I'll be at 228 is when I put the $50 in there. So I'm like really close. And it's like I was actually before this weekend, and we went out to dinner and Dad took me out to steakhouse and having cake and all the stuff that wasn't off on my thing. I was like down to 231, but then I'm back up to, but still not bad for as much as we did. We did a lot of walking too, so that helped. But I'm normally kind of dirty-ish keto. I call it my seasonivore, which is kind of a mix between like an all natural Mediterranean type of style keto carnivore type of thing, and I do seasonal foods, some fruits and whatever's in my garden or whatever's locally grown and seasonal. I'll allow myself. If it's like carby or starchy or anything of that type of stuff, my body doesn't really do well with like starches and rices and stuff. But I'll cut the stuff in half, but I'll still have it. I allow myself to have it. I don't try to keep myself from having the stuff I enjoy. I just leave it to either special occasions or seasonally and smaller amounts. And I do really good. And it seems to be working so far for me. Okay, so I'm going to need an extra, I have 20, 30. So let's do an extra 10. That way, when I do fill the bunny, I won't have as much to put in. So it'll be a total of 20. And then fill a jar. One day I ate after 9 o'clock. That's the don't feed the gremlins, so that's $2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So $12. $12 plus the weekly chores, which is $2.50, $3.50. I have an envelope full of coins, so I don't add the extra 50. I'll add that in later on. What is that? $3.50, and then an extra dollar, $4.50. So I'll just say $4, and then an extra 50 cents, $4.50. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So $16.50, hopefully. It's starting to build up, which is kind of cool. This is my daily or weekly type of challenge. Then the no spend. No spend. I always forget. There's always something that I try to do every week. And this is, June. My last week of no spend. I think I did okay this week. The car gas, I repaid myself, so I just always use Visa. So I count that as a no spend because I always pay myself back. But I did end up, I did pay myself back for that one, but I did end up getting gas for my dad, and I had to use my Visa, so I ended up having to pay myself out of my account. So I'm gonna cross that one off. So that was car or truck, and that was $30. Which is fine. It's for my dad. I don't want him broken down on the side of the road. So I have no problem not doing a no spend. Okay, so I have 4 no spends. Those are 4 no spends. And I do dice. So that is just random. So that'll be the first thing I do when I do my challenges. But these are basically, this is the areas that I at least need the amounts that are going in that I count for. And then anything extra will go into the money challenges, and then the end of the month I'll go through my challenges and see which ones are either complete or that I just do for a month. Then I will go and pour those into my sinking funds instead of just putting money into the sinking funds. That way I can have a little fun and I have extra content. Win-win. All right, what was that? 16, 20, 20. I'll type that out like I need that. 20, 36. I almost put 26. 36.50. So that is a total of 36.50, if I'm doing my math right. And so far that is 160 plus 36. Whoop, that wasn't right. 160 plus 36. I'm not plus 36. You have to push hard on this thing. So it's 196 so far. 196. I'm not counting the 50 cents. And I have a total of 360. Am I missing something? No, when I get to cash stuffing, I might just go back and throw some extra either in my 100 envelopes or into some of my, maybe my spending. Oh, I might actually add a little extra in my spending because my nephew's coming over this week, so we might want to go to the movies. But once I get everything else put in the envelopes, then I'll decide if I want to put a little extra in there or put a little extra in my my cash things. Because I want to get my May one done, because this next month I'm gonna be adding in the low income ones. Oh yeah, sneak preview. That's my next one. But yeah, there's a no spend, and then I want to get this one done up as much as I can. And did I have this one? Okay, this is going into the registration. So yeah, I want to get this one done up as much as I can with what I have. And then I'll be start adding into the low income, the $1 and $2 ones, the roll the dice where you pick them and then you put the $2 down. Like, like the mini Mondays, like the other people like to do. I might even add an extra couple months ones into that one so I don't have to come up with all the money at once. Or even just add a little extra into my $100 challenge and try to build up to 100 and so I have a little extra to build up with that one as well. So 196, so 360 minus 190. Whoops. I wish they had a back button on this thing. 3, it's not that fancy, I guess. 360 minus 196 equals 164. Sweet. I have that. So I'll have 164 to work with. So even if I have 100 extra on top, unless I like completely miscalculated something, which I wouldn't be surprised. 164 extra for challenges. And yeah, that's somewhere like that. Then I'll just go through here and count all the ones. So I'll be like going $100, 50. I don't think I need 50. 20, 10, 5. Maybe I'll do some 2s and 1s. And 100, I do need 100 here. 50s, I don't think I need any. Well, I'm going to do 150 for the envelope. Did I add in that? No, I didn't. See, I knew I missed something. Minus 50 equals. So I had 114. So 50. So it's a 114. Duh. I need to get a whole tablet type of thing where they have it's all nice and organized and things. And yeah, like Happy Planner or Plan with Desiree or whatever what her name is. She has a really nice one, and some of the other ones have the really nice one. I just have Scrapbook because I roll like that. All right, 20s. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are gonna be split up 4. So I need 4. I need some 10s. Okay, I need 1 and 2. And yeah, I should have separated these. All right, 1, 2. 1, 2. No spend, don't know yet. 50, some fives. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 16. 4. 3, 4. There's another 10 here. See, I'm completely. Twos, I don't know. Ones, I need at least a 1 for the 6. And then the rest of them, I'll probably go into tens and fives and ones, the rest of them. But that's the basics. You're probably looking like, you did something wrong. You forgot that one. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go through here and double check, but you don't need to hear me silently thinking, going, what the heck? No, scratch it all up. But yeah, that's the basis of me trying to figure out. And I usually do this 2 or 3 times. Like on Friday when I get paid and I know how much is coming in, I'll double check all my accounts and I'll make a list of what I plan on putting in there. And usually by Monday come around, I have to redo it because it's a holiday or something else, and I had to use some of the other money, or I got some money out early and used that for something else, and so I have to readjust. And oh yeah, I also have $100 and something and something else that I'm using into this that I didn't count, which I totally didn't count. But this part right here is the basic one for every week. Whatever's left over, I'll add a little extra here, or add a little extra into the challenges, or add a little extra in my sinking funds, whatever I decide to do. So thank you. Hopefully that had my, okay, that was working. So hopefully that's understandable. Any questions, please put a comment in and I will answer it to my best of my abilities. And I hear a Papa. Hey, Papa.
Where are you?
I am right here talking to the world of YouTube. What are you doing?
Well, I just got through. You don't have to duck anymore underneath your tree.
Oh, sweet.
I trimmed it all down.
I don't duck. I squat.
I don't duck half now either. It's above my head.
My dad is a major gardener. You should see my house. I'll have to take a picture of all. We have over 50 freaking flower.
Try
60 now? We got over 60 and he went and built some more and I'm like, It looks very pretty though, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work for him.
All right, I'll send you
I avoid doing it whenever I can, but yeah, I usually go and help out on the weekends. I try.